All right, topic of this training video is how do you get a listing contract signed by a seller. We're going to go into, well, we're in the portal, but it's North Star MLS. Fast fingers, okay. North Star MLS, portal login. We will go into Realtors Forms, Instanet. This is a transaction that's already been set up. So we are going to use the 3012 Bryant Avenue South transaction. Right here. Go into Authentisign. We're going to add an Authentisign. Type in a name, Bryant Avenue South. Seller Jev Brew. Transaction right here. Some new announcements. Sometimes you get these system messages. Always awesome in the middle of the training. Participants, Jev Miller and Scott as the agent. We're going to add from contacts. Bruce. And we're going to add myself as the listing agent. We're going to make a custom signature for Bruce because he is a signer for the LLC. Brew. Okay. Save it. Section 3 is documents. We're going to bring all the documents in the transaction. And we do need a input to MLS. So this is a good example. If you forget one, you can go back once these get added and add a, sometimes takes a few seconds. We can select a document from forms. So we're going to go into the forms library, and I'm going to have them sign a blank one here, and I can fill in the info later. Again, not textbook, but it's just a MLS input form. I can add the address and stuff later. Okay, and this is taking a long time. Usually it does take a little bit. If this goes too far, we go to North Star MLS, multifamily residential. Oh, come on. All right. We're going to exit this transaction signing, and we're going to go into, we're going to exit the Authentisign, and we're going to go into the transaction and add it this way. I don't know why it's not working, but that's okay. Go to North Star MLS Forms. This is a multifamily. It's a 4-unit, so we're going to go here, add it to the transaction. Here it is. We're going to go back to the signing. System announcements, continue. Okay, now we're going to add that form, 3012 Bryant, residential input. All right. Now the cool thing is when you do a transaction like this and you fill out the documents, when you bring them into Authentisign, they will automatically populate the signature line. So this takes 10, 20 seconds to render the documents and bring them into the actual signing. But what we'll see is the documents will all have the seller signature fields automatically mapped, and that is a big time saver. I pre-filled all these documents. Here's a BR for Bruce, me, seller, seller, me, seller, seller, and so on. Here we go. Looking really good. And then the exception here is the MLS input form. Let's put the owner here. Scroll back really quick, just make sure. Yeah, looks good. And I'm going to sign it. There we go. Hit next, and it will send the documents. Now you can customize your invitation if you want to put Bryant list docs. You can put a note in there if you want. All right. Customize that. The other one's for me. There's a default message that goes in there. It's basically the address. There we go. Send invitations, and there you go. The participants in the transaction will get an email. I'll get one to sign as well. Hasn't come back yet, but should usually within, I would say, 10 to 20 seconds, depending on your email platform or email client. Outlook can be a little slower. I'm looking on my phone right now to see if it came. Hasn't come to my phone yet, but I guarantee it'll be here in a few seconds. So, nope. So that is how to send a listing contract, listing documents to a seller.